Hey everyone, I'm Brian Parks, and I wanted to just record this super quick video uh, on how to think a little bit differently about how you write your user stories when doing Agile planning and that sort of thing. Not all Agile methodologies necessarily call them user stories, but many of them have some concept of a unit of work described in the format as a someone, I want something, so that some goal, right? And that's all well and good. I mean, that's a great way to kind of start thinking about it, to start thinking, who you're trying to serve, and what you're trying to accomplish, and ultimately why you're trying to do it. All very valuable things. But I've often seen things like, as a developer, I want whatever. As a product owner, I want whatever. As a system administrator, as a someone who isn't really the target user of your application. And I think this gets us into trouble as software engineers, because we still think about things in terms of developer tasks or developer goals, right? I need to stand up an infrastructure. I need to build a boilerplate app. I need to, have a database connection, something like that. But ultimately, does your end user care? And that's really what I want to talk about in this video, is to think about things, kind of forget about the production side of things and think about the marketing side of things. So quite honestly, does your user care? Who is your end user? Do you know who your end user is? And what is the value that it brings them? So an example that I can pull up is, let's say you need a staging environment. It will certainly benefit you as the developer, but what is the value that it ultimately brings to your customer? Well, one, they might have higher confidence in your application because they know you've tested it in an environment that is similar to their deployment environment. You didn't just build it on your machine and say, yep, it's good. So that is very clear customer value. But taking it even a step further, maybe that's a beta environment. And maybe that's the goal. Maybe that's something that you can use. So basically, what I want to get you thinking about is, instead of thinking about what you're doing and how you can convince someone it has value, think about it the other way around. Think about your end user, the person you're building this product for, and what they value, what they already value. Because trying to convince them to value something that they don't is a super tough sell. But trying to show them something that encapsulates what they already value and what they have told you they value, that's the easiest sell you'll ever have. So if they value that they can see your application working before they buy it, that means that maybe the first thing you should do is build out the environment that they want to see it in. And that is very clear, communicated customer value. And that's no longer a developer task. You're not building something just for your own edification or your own future ability to execute. None of that. And that really kind of changes the mood of, some people call the first sprint a sprint zero, to like prepare things. Well, maybe there's something there that you can actually demo to your customers and they will still get value of it. They won't just see that you've been working and you've been preparing for things. They'll actually see something concrete. And that's, once we do that, that's really getting away completely from the idea of waterfall and diving headfirst into customer-focused design and development. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just think differently about how you're building user stories. Don't think about them in terms of as a developer, as a product owner. No. Only ever think about them in terms of the personas that you're building to, the actual users that you are building your software for. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more like this and even some more technical things. Most weeks I try to do at least one video of each type, one conceptual, one technical. So subscribe and go ahead and check out our previous videos. I'll leave links to a couple of them down below that might be of interest to you. And be sure to share this with your friends, colleagues, especially this one if you're on a team that is struggling with the concept of a user story and how to properly, or properly is probably not the right term, but how to successfully and usefully write a user story. Go ahead and share this with them, and maybe this will start a conversation. If you have questions or comments or other things to add to the conversation, definitely leave a comment below. I'd love to hear them, and maybe that'll spawn future videos kind of along this topic. Thanks for watching, and have a great week.